whiskey, but asking for wilder. Decisions been made, I'll be bugging about everything. Down to recline, I'll be thinking about leveraging. Why did I wine not a God but his enemy? Zion is coming, but devil's ahead of me. Found the divine, but the demons got chemistry. Waited for days, but the angel got jealousy. Never came, but it's fine for the change anyway. I be stuck in my prime. Celebrate a sinner when I'm bored, man. She a lame for the play like a board game.
Things ain't the same, and she knows that I blow up when I get on that drink. Makes me insane, so I float, blowing smoke, changing lanes. I'm a dip, babe.
Light switch, I flip my ways. It's guilt been built, but I feel okay. I trip, I slip, contradict my way. Celebrate days that I feel okay. Demons be laughing on top of my shoulders. They sinning and smiling, new days I get older. Suppose I be colder, suppose I'm supposed to be focused on scheming and making that goals. Bye to the days I'm crazy. Goddamn, my life don't like to change. And I bite that dream to me, I say. Can't quite redeem, every night she wait. Make a decision, the life that we live in. My vision is set and I move with precision. A man on a mission, I fly to the moon. Float out of orbit, a comet, I zoom out of world with the energy. I'm my own entity, medicine remedy. Living with ecstasy, write my own destiny, pack I'm its own. Built with a team, I got no room for you. Sharing no peace in my past motivation. Got pride renovated, we excavating. The states of our mind that be elevating. Cut corners like Bishop, the queen had no wisdom. Replacing my comfort with pleasure and women. On top of the land and the jealousy killed her. Demons go fill her, run with no filter. Listen to Miller, progress every day.
Things ain't the same, and she knows that I blow up when
Good morning, boys.
makes me insane, so I float, blowing smoke, changing lanes. I'm a dip, babe. Things ain't the same, and she knows that I blow up when I get on that drink. Makes me insane, so I float, blowing smoke, changing lanes. I'm a dip, babe. Things ain't the same, and she knows that I blow up when I get on that drink. Makes me insane, so I float, smoke, changing lanes. I'm a dip, babe.
All right. Hello. Music's a little bit quieter now. Ain't good stuff. Missed a couple trades that would have been straight to profit today. Such a shame. Would have been big wins.
Like your body language, like the way you move. I've been talking to you, you've been moving smooth. Like your body language, like the way you move. I've been talking to you, trying to keep it cool.
The music you will not be able to find. It's unreleased. It will be released in 2021. New track every 2 weeks for 6 months. DJ Long, that's good. That's what I tried to do this morning. $30K from gold, man. That's nuts. Gold didn't hit as high as I wanted to for that liquidity. I live in Vancouver, man. video course, it's officially done, guys. It's all up on the website. It's all ready to go. But I want to release it for Halloween. But I don't want to release it on a weekend, right? So I'm going to release it on Friday. Release it on Friday. Happy Halloween. You guys are going to be able to jump on that right away. If you guys haven't signed up for the waitlist, you're going to get 25% off. If you sign up for the waitlist. There we go. Let's do this. Alright. Turn that off there. Alright, guys. Any questions to start us off here today? Good morning, good morning. Doing well. Doing well. We had a good trade there yesterday. That euro completely diggity dumped all on us, and that was great. Riding that guy pretty far down. Look at this one though. Here, look at this one. Most likely we see some bounce off of that level. Drew that level before, and there's the bounce. Nicely done. Now it's going hand in hand. How much is the video course? It is $9.97. If you sign up for the waitlist, you're going to get $250 off. Okay. Now we're seeing here on GU, this is going hand in hand with EU. I think we're going to see a big old reversal here in a bit here. You can see the liquidity hunting behind that level right there. A lot of people were waiting for this demand to be filled, and they put their stops right behind there. Those are the suckers. Those are the bad traders. Those are the ones who think that you can just place orders randomly and think that it will work. No, you trade off reactions. That's how the good traders play. GJ, very similar. This is a long that I tried to get placed in this morning. Placed our trade. I was actually, the funny thing is I saw this happening right around here. And I was like, okay, I know that this is liquidity. I know that this is a hunt. And I know that we've just come back down here and hunted that, right? Touch this, right? Okay, so I knew that this was going to rally off there. Now, once we saw, I think there was a news release here because it went really, really quickly. I just pulled the order because we don't want to play with that anymore. So didn't get in on this trade. That's too bad. Might be able to get in on it for tomorrow. I will play around with my placement of my entry there tomorrow because I think that there's a good chance that this actually comes down, hunts the liquidity, and then taps that level right there because we didn't quite hit it. So that would be really good if we came down for one more and then continued back up. I do think that that's a really high probability. So we'll be watching for that in the Asia session for today. Ooh, busy during the Asia session today. Don't know if I'm going to be able to watch that one. Going to be going to a trampoline park. I think that's pretty fun. We'll look at gold here in a second. Yeah, no problem. How do you approach entry on the supply and demand zone? How do I enter on a supply and demand zone? I wait for the reaction off of it. We draw our supply zone. 3 things can happen in a supply zone. I think 3, maybe 4. 1, blows right through. Right? Just blows right through. This is why we don't like leaving resting orders, because sometimes it just blows right through. The next thing that can happen is it blows right through and then it says, no way, okay, we're just going to trick you. So it's a fake stop run, right? You know, stop hunt, essentially. Another reason we don't leave a resting order, right? Supply zones, because you can just get stop hunted, right? Next thing that can happen, so, you know, negative for us, right? Next thing that can happen, oops, negative for us, right? Yeah, okay. Next thing that can happen, comes up and it rejects off of it. Nice and smooth, right? Slow rejection. In this case, we just wait for the trend change right here, and then we put our stop here instead of putting our stop here. So this is actually equal to us, because sometimes the stop distance can be longer, sometimes the stop distance can be shorter. We don't know. So it's actually equal case for us if we react based off of it. The next thing that can happen, strong rejection. This is a case where we will miss our entry. This is the only case where we leave money on the table. right? So you have two negative cases for leaving a resting order. You have one equal case and one positive case for leaving a resting order. So it makes much more sense probability-wise that you will place a reaction-based trade and do better. Another thing I noticed, the only one case that is good for leaving a resting order is when it does like this, right? And this is much more likely when the supply zone was just tested, if it was just created. So you can leave a resting order if it was just made, right? Like on the higher time frame here, you could leave a resting order here. That's not a big deal, because it could come up and hit it and then back down. But if it goes on for a while, I would not do that. It doesn't happen. Okay, a little bit off track there, but that's okay. You always pull the trigger when you see a liquidity trap. More or less. Yeah, it's a probability-based game. This right here is liquidity, right? We've created a range. We've dove back down. This is what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the confirmation that we were in a liquidity trap, right? That this was a liquidity pull. And then once that happened, then I placed my order, so that I could be safe, right? Didn't get filled. Too bad. Also didn't get filled on this one. Right? Same sort of thing. Liquidity. This one's an even better entry. I saw this happening. Again, I was wanting to enter right here, but it wasn't quite confirmed. Right? I wanted to get back below this level first to prove that it was a momentum change. Okay, guys. I'm going to look at gold. Hey, get out of there. Get out. Come on. Come on, bud. Playing with the wires behind the computer. It's a good way to get yourself killed. Okay. Gold. Gold, this is what we were talking about. We didn't get our prediction happening here, right? Because we thought that this would be a couple levels, and we were going to hunt it, go to this high, the supply there, and then down, right? Didn't quite happen. It didn't even hunt any liquidity at all, which is surprising. So now this is actually a case for a secondary hunt here, right? So when it does come back up, it's going to be more likely it just comes here and doesn't reject off the supply, but rather up here. The king is back. Playing like the Lion King or something like that. Georgie, stop eating the plants. Hey. Asshole. See that? That was a good throw. Boom. Hit him with a pillow. You can. We'll look at you can. Oh, what do you think gold will do? Actually, oops. Okay. Just like all these other pairs, it's going hand in hand with it. You've hunted some liquidity. Slight range. This was the last pull. It's going to come back down here. This is the entry that you're going to look for. Mind you, if this happens before, you got to do this in the Asia session. You got to wait for Tokyo, at least. Oops. Yeah, I'll way back up here. Look at the levels easier. There's a lot of like weird levels on this one. Probably go to there. Yeah, something like that. You could easily get after taking profits, you know, 3-4 hours or something on this trade. Somewhere up here when it comes up. Start taking profits around there. Was that order block breaker block on U-Swiss? Bearish. This is a breaker also. Also matches up with the supply. Breaker block. Bearish 15-minute order block. All lines up together usually. This is a trade that I'll be looking for tomorrow. First target will, well, it would have been right here actually. That's what I was looking for today. First target, second target. I think there's a good chance that this can actually continue quite a bit further down. Looking at the higher time frame now, right? It's pretty bearish. The momentum completely eaten back up in one day, right? So this is just a daily move. Let's just look at the daily candle. It's probably going to show something pretty bearish here on the daily, right? And it's touched that supply, right? So this is most likely going to continue down. So we can look for an entry on tomorrow, and then we can even leave this resting through Friday. So we're still going to be looking for this entry over here. I just want to see a reaction off that level this time, and I'm not going to place a blind limit order, right? And then our first take profit is going to be probably wherever this guy turns around. So if this guy goes down a little bit deeper, then we're probably just going to place it down here. First take profit, because that's where it turned before, right? So that's where the orders were resting that made a turn. So most likely that's where it's going to go again, because there's no more orders resting around. Second take profit will be something further down. I'm not sure. Something like that. Check the Aussie. Aussie got fucked today, didn't it? It's very similar, once again, guys. Aussie dollar. Anything the dollar right now. This is kind of what we were predicting. I thought it'd be a little bit higher, but they front run it. Right. We got this dead on, didn't we? It's going down here. That's the target. Now tomorrow, same sort of thing, because it is a dollar pair. It could easily come back up and then reject. So where are we going to look for the rejection? I honestly think it'll come up quite high. I think this makes a lot of sense right here. That breaker. That's probably where I'd look for an order. What leverage to use? Doesn't matter, man. Just use the highest leverage possible. Leverage is meaningless. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't do anything. Thanks for the great job. Hey, no worries, dude. Glad to have you here. Hope you're learning. If I provide any value, a little bit calm day here today. Now that it's getting darker, George eats. Now that it's getting like a little bit darker, you know, it's getting a little bit quieter around here. A little bit darker in the mornings. Georgie, you dingus. Yeah, a little bit slower trading. Let's check this trade. Review it. Try to do according to strategy. Tell me if it works. Entry on 5 minutes. Sure, man. Let's do it. Nope. You didn't give me the right chart. The right URL. Yeah, you gave me the wrong URL, dude. Can I look at this? What am I looking at? You trading election day? Why not? Was it November 3rd? Something like that? November 5th? So the 3rd, is it November 3rd or November 5th election day? I'll trade every day if there's a setup. I don't give a shit if it's got an election or not. Look at what, dude? I don't know what you're saying. Can you look at this? Maybe maybe you're like posting it and it's getting blocked here. Why not? Was it? Oh yeah, there we go. Show. That's what you're doing. Is this the same one still? Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking at, dude. You're on way too high of a time frame. We can't see any structure of the market. Is this, wait, which one did I take? Yeah, this one. Okay. I want to take this one also. Is this the one I got? I don't know how to read this, man. The issue I have over anything, Japanese yen, you have consolidation, you have lows. I need to see the structure of the market. This is way too high of a time frame. Then you've swept those lows. Looking at the Japanese yen here. I actually consider being bullish, right? So you see this level? This is what we were literally talking about yesterday, I believe. That this level would be the bounce level. And then we see the consolidation, we see the liquidity hunt, and then the momentum change. Right. There's the breaker, lines up with fib. Here's your breaker. I would actually be bullish on this level right here. Did it touch it? It did. This is gonna go up. Actually, you know what? I might take a... It'd be good to take a long on, actually. It's good to take a long one. See, the thing is, it's already been, everything's been hit though. So the ideal trade would have been on this close, probably. There's the, this would have been the ideal trade. And then we would target. First take profit there. Second take profit probably up here. Yeah. I kind of want to take this trade. If we took it right now, how bad is that? Because it's literally bouncing off the breaker right now. I have to widen it. Shoot. Put this on a lower time frame, see if there's anything. We might go down a little bit lower. Okay. What is this line for? Nothing. What is that line to? Okay. I think I might take this trade. 3R-ish. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna take it on low risk. Take this on low risk. 7 lots. We should do 3 lots, I think. 1%, 7 lots. Let's do 3 because I don't like trades this late. And then we'll close it early too. USD JPY. Give me a second too, because I have to take it on multiple accounts. JPY, because my bot's not working right now. Why is it not here? Fuck. It's not on this one, is it? Give me a second. Take it with 3 lots, I think. We'll just enter right now. Okay, let's do that one. One second. Sorry guys, one second. I'll read the chat in a second here. Let's take on low leverage here. It does look decent. We'll lower that a little bit actually. We'll go there, like 120. Okay. Let's do that. Why not? Let's see if it goes. I gotta send to the signal group and whatnot. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Cool. Okay, what's up, guys? What's up? Let's see. U-Swiss will go down. Probably come back up. We're gonna retest this for tomorrow, Francis. Yeah. No, I think everything about my trade. You didn't give me a trade to look at. Yeah, you're sending me bullshit, dude. Send me an actual trade. Stop spamming. I'm just gonna fucking block you, actually. You're a dickhead. There you go. I don't like spam. EJ Long. How long did it take me to be profitable? 6 months after I joined Forex. I was trading crypto for like a year before that too. EJ Long. Well, we just kind of we just did a UJ long. This would make sense too, right? But this higher time frame is a little bit messy. We can see that we actually did just hunt this liquidity here too. So this does back us up here, right? Oops. Right, that does back us up there. We've just hunted that. Now the only thing is, it's not quite confirmed, because we got to get above this guy. But it's pretty much obvious, right? It's pretty much obvious because we've essentially made that momentum shift after grabbing the liquidity, right? So we can assume that most likely it's going to continue back up here. So where is it going to come down to? Probably this order block here. Literally throw up the fib if you want to. Look at this. Right? It's going to be all right on that order block every single time. It works perfect. So we're probably going to come down a little bit more and then rally off of it. And then it's going to do the same sort of thing. Same sort of thing. That's off this one. Probably do SR flip first. Yeah, this will be the target up here. This guy here. Yeah. This chart. This is literally the same chart, dude. How did this guy get through? This is the same chart that I just blocked. Game zone, we can do you. Oh my god. What the fuck is this, dude? Why is it black? Hey, player one, what's up? Why is this black? What the fuck? Oh, coming back in. Sure, daily low, daily high. What do we want to look at here? How late is it? It's 10 a.m. here. I don't know what you're trying to suggest here, man. You're just giving me a random chart. Do you have any advice when it comes to the entry, like wait for a retest? In terms of why are you entering in the first place? That's what I don't understand. Are you entering? Are you shorting? Are you longing? This is just a random chart, and then you said you have any entry advice. Not sure what we're looking at. How you doing? Bounce, bounce, bounce. Go, go, go. Oh yeah, you sent, okay. What about this chart? Okay. EuroCAD. I don't know what all these like symbols are. Low. Okay, all this I don't care about. Are you already in this trade? I can see on a lower time frame there was a liquidity hunt before this moved down. If you're already in the trade, there's nothing to do. You just let this run. I mean, you could take some profit right here because there's a possibility there's a liquidity hunt right there. If you're not in this trade, this is going to be a crazy pullback. So you'd have to watch. You'd have to watch the reaction there, and then see if you can get in. But there's no reason to put a resting order like that. Not whatsoever. Best to trade. Hey, Edward. Thanks for being a subscriber, by the way. How do we join the Signal group? You can go on the website. It's in there. hunterfx.co. Is it best to trade 5-minute manipulation on higher volume pairs and 1 hour manipulation on lower volume pairs? Pretty much what I do, man. If I'm looking, I trust greatly Liquidity Hunt's 5-minute on the Euro USD. I would never trade a 5-minute Liquidity Hunt on AJ or something like this. I would only use the hourly. That's my preference. DJ go down first? Oh, maybe. We talked about this already. Possible liquidity hunt right down here. But we'd look for an entry right around here, maybe. We can even look for like something like this and then just go like that, right? And just put like a wider stop. If it does come back down here, because there could be that liquidity hunt. So we might go for that. Let's try this chart here. So it's nice to see UJ like just bouncing a little bit off that level perfectly, right? Let's put the 5-minute back here. So the reason I entered right here, so the entry was supposed to be on that level, right? Was because I figured there'd be a hunt right behind this engulfing, right? So we actually, possibly got a perfect entry essentially, right? This is what I'm telling you guys. I explained this literally the last time I took a trade on stream, and we got the absolute perfect entry as well. But we don't always get it right because it could come down for the next kind of area. It could come down here, right? Sometimes you get that perfect entry because that right here is a good chance of a liquidity hunt, and there's a very small one you can see on the 1 minute here, right? Multiple lows, hunting. Boop, boop. Very, very simple, right? That's the logic. And we already knew that this was a liquidity hunt here, right? And we already knew that this was a liquidity hunt here. So it's just all nested. 1, 2, 3. Always. That's all you need to do to move the price, change the price. Look for the liquidity. That's perfect entry, right? If it works out, there's essentially 50-50 that we're right or wrong. Could just dive down here. Do I trade with supply and demand only? No. I trade liquidity. You must be new here. I use supply and demand to know where liquidity is. But supply and demand traders suck at trading. You can check out Bitcoin. Yeah, we'll look at. I want to look at this one here first. New Zealand dollar, 5-minute. Yeah, I want to see where this lines up somewhere else though. It does go somewhat hand in hand. We were talking about this all kind of stream, the euro, the pound, things like this, the Aussie. They're all very similar, but the Kiwi is not the one I want to be trading. Out of all of them, right? It doesn't look as good, right? So I wouldn't trade this one. I would trade the other one instead. Take a short on this. Take a long on this one, right? They're better. I'm gonna look for a long on this one tomorrow. Probably right around here. Down here. Right? At lows. This order block. Put a 15 here. That order block there, right? How to build confidence in trading? Yeah. You grow with your confidence over time. If you have a proven system, you're not gonna trust the trades. Like, it looks crazy. Like, look at this one. Who the fuck looks at this and sees that coming down, sees that as downtrend, right? how much balls you have to have that perfect sniper entry, right? That's just how I trade because I know my system, right? I just have to follow it blindly. So I don't even need confidence is the thing. When I go to enter a trade, I'm like, oh, I don't know. You can like hear me. I'm literally doing it on stream. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I should be entering. Maybe I'll go light or something, right? And because it's later in the day, I go light because I don't know as much. So I'm not very confident. But you just follow the system, man. I just know that my system works. So I just do it blindly. I just might like lower the risk or something under different parameters, right? Because it's later in the day. I don't normally trade UJ, things like this. I don't trade on stream. Stop it. It's like different things that like make me uncomfortable. I'll just lower risk. That's all. But I still take the trade. Hello, Georgie. Oh my gosh. They have been so needy, man. Always around lately. What do I think of this chart? We already looked at that one. We already looked at that one, dude. And it didn't load, I believe. Is this strategy in your book? Yeah, I go a lot into my strategy in the video course. I would suggest the video course. It includes the book. Book comes free with the video course. And if you already bought the book too, I'll give you the video course 50% off. Just send me a message. I'll get you hooked up. Yeah, Georgie. NFP week. NFP week is next week, dude. Isn't it? Yeah, next week. Next week is NFP week. Not this week, I believe. First Friday of the month? Unless I'm tripping. Oh, buddy. No. Get out of here. Get out. Fucking asshole. Okay, Georgie. Hey, look at this. That's pretty good. Now, generally when something comes back like this, we know that this was a liquidity hunt, right? That's why we entered, like, literally. I think I went to place my order like on this line right here, but I just entered on market because it looked like it was on it, right? When we had entered, it was just somewhere around here, so I just entered on market. Now, if this rejects right here on this level, that still counts to me as a liquidity hunt, right? Oops. Because we've just completely eaten up all the momentum that brought us into that down, right? So we don't really have to pass this. We don't really have to show that like Nike check swoop that I always kind of talk about, right? The other thing about this is if we make equal highs, all that does is anyone who's shorted somewhere around here, they start making profit, they put their stops right here. Like, just gives me more reason that it's going to come up even higher. Because it's got to hunt those stops, right? So I'll leave this running for, I think, 2 hours probably. I don't like being in afternoon. It's about 10:30. I don't like to be in afternoon, so I'll close it in about 2 hours, see how far it gets. You know, it's not very far at all when you look at the actual trade. It's not very far at all. But this is just kind of my logic. Like, that's a really good sign for us. Really good sign right now. This is basically exactly this is the perfect scenario so far, I think. How do you identify a breaker? Breaker is the Georgie. Why are you so annoying, man? Cats are so annoying. Go. Okay. How do I to identify a breaker. A breaker is simply the left side consolidation before a reversal, right? That's a breaker, a bearish breaker. There's a bullish breaker right here, right? Breaker block usually comes back down to test it. So this is why we have our stop just a little bit wider. I could have put it here, it doesn't really matter, but this breaker could be tested. Your link for the website is broken. Just type it in, dude. There's like there's a web symbol in front of it. Just type it in. It literally says hunterfx.co. It's pretty obvious what the website is. Very easy to remember. You put your trades at break even, or you just leave? Lately I've noticed, because I'm getting good at entering like really quickly, I have to leave them. I have to leave my stops for basically the whole trade, because usually kind of what happens is, you're back. Why are you always here, kitty? Usually what happens is I'm able to get in like really early. Like let's say I got in like here because I saw the liquidity hunt. If I had ever moved my stop to break even, then I'm just gonna get stopped out by like the second chance to get in, right? So there's always like a second or third chance to get in usually. So I don't like moving my stops very much, because I know I'm just gonna get stopped out, because like the people who are like worse traders than me, they still need a chance to get in, I guess. Or I mean, it's not the way to look at it. Basically, the way to look at it is the market makers get in here and then they get in again here because they need more. They need more positions. So it's not like the good and the bad traders. It's just the market makers like do it multiple times until they fill their buckets of money. So usually, like if you're quick, then you want to leave your stop, because you're just gonna get stopped out. And I basically get stopped out like every single time I move my stop to break even. Is this chart correct? Let's see here. Is this setup correct? This is U-Swiss. Yeah, so this is the breaker here, right? So you can see the breaker lines up perfectly with the bearish order block. So I think it would come back to the bearish order block. That's my guess. Could also come back to the breaker area, but it's already tested the breaker, as you can see with that wick. So the breaker's already weaker, so most likely it's going to come back to the bearish order block. It'll come up and then reject. Come down here, that would be the target, because there's a lot of liquidity behind that level. Right? This is going kind of slow. I'm not a fan of UJ. I haven't traded UJ in a very long time. How long is streaming for? Oh, I'm about done actually, I think. Just kind of hanging out. Having a chill day. I gotta get to the gym though. Some point. Can you explain what a liquidity hunt is? Liquidity hunting is when the market makers need to fill their orders, right? So they know where your stops are, and it's pretty obvious. Like, just think about where a person would put their stop. In this case right here is a good example, right? You see some consolidation. Anyone who's gone long anywhere here, right? Anywhere here, they've now said, okay, I can place my stops in a couple locations. I can place my stop behind this level, right? Because that's the logic everyone does. They put the stops behind levels because if it breaks down, then it's going further down, right? So they can either put their stop there, or they can put it down here, right? So if you had a trade that's profitable right here, where are you going to put it? You're going to put it way down here? No, it doesn't make any sense. So they're going to put it right here. So that's why there's liquidity there. So those stop orders then fill the market makers' buy orders because it sells into their buy orders. So this is what liquidity hunting is useful for, to fill the bigger players' money, bigger players' pockets. Where do you see myself as a trader in 5 years from now? As a trader? I don't know, man. I want I want to have a couple different systems to be trading, because right now I only take I'm very strict with my rules. I only basically take 1 or 2 different types of setups, and I only do it at very strict times, right? So I would like to be able to trade more, have more freedom with trading, right? And not have to wake up, super early, things like this. Yeah. Aside from like, this is how I'm answering, aside from, managing more money and whatnot, because that's kind of a given. What's the giveaway? Usually I do a giveaway for the Signal group for like a couple weeks or a month or something like that. You can get a free month or something. Should we do one? Okay, we'll do one. We'll do a month giveaway for the Signal group here. I'm just gonna type in something here, and the first person to DM me this on Discord. So you have to be in Discord, the Discord group. First person to DM me this, the answer to this, will get a month for free to the Signal group. Okay, cool. What's the question? See if anyone remembers this. What is the name of the artist who is in the intro music? Cool. I've told you guys this multiple times. And the first one who DMs me the name of him, he's my friend, gets the free month. And if nobody knows it, then nobody gets the month, because I've said it multiple times, and you will not find it anywhere. You will not be able to guess. Also, if you like this, hit that like button right there. Boom. It's nice and easy. Thank you. All right. Yeah, you don't remember, man. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's gonna be hard because somebody might actually know. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, I'll accept that. You got it right. You got the first name. It's Shay. Yeah, you got it. Okay. He got it. Zorta. That's good. Yeah, a lot of people actually kind of knew. Cool. Joe Mama. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. Hopefully, this UJ trade goes. What I'll do is I'll try to post in the Discord there if you guys are in the Discord. If I exit this trade or something like this, in the little area that I don't really use for my trades. It seems to be going kind of slow. So I might get impatient on this. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take off half the trade right here, actually, right at 1R, and then move the stop. I might even move the stop like earlier or something. Should we move it like immediately even? Let me just check this. No, not quite yet, maybe. Let's just leave it for now. Let's leave it for now. I might move it like once we get above this or something, I think. Because I don't want to have it leave it and going for too long. And this is super far from me. I don't like that. But we're definitely going to take half the trade off here and let the other half go to there, I think. Perfect. That's probably what we'll do. Okay, guys. See